Morning students, we are reading this play of Tom and Mr. Higgins. So here we have read so far that Mr. Higgins was inquiring Tom that what he had sold throughout the day when he was not there. Tom has told him that he has he has sold 2 or 3 items, and then Mr. Higgins inquired about that old ugly vase, and he told him actual price, and the actual price was £1 and 10 pence. But Tom thought that his actual price was £100 and £100 and 100 pence and 10 pounds. So let's see what happens next. Tom, £1 10 pence. Are you sure? He looks at the price on the vase. Yes, you are quite right. So then Tom checked for the price of that ugly vase again. He says that that it is £1 and 10 pence, and he asked Mr. Higgins that are you sure? Then he looked himself at the price of the ugly vase, and he said that Mr. Higgins was quite right, and Mr. Higgins says, of course I am right. Why, how much did you ask for it? Then Mr. Higgins said, yes, I am right, I know the price, and you tell me that how much you have offered for this vase. So then Tom says that I asked for £110. So he said that I asked that lady to pay £110 for this old vase. Mr. Higgins was laughing. He says that £110 for that ugly old vase. Well, of course she didn't want to pay that, and he was laughing that who would pay £110 for this ugly vase. And he says that of course that lady is going to is going to refuse not to buy that vase, because she's not going to pay so huge money for that old ugly vase. Tom says no, but she offered me £100. Then Tom told Mr. Higgins that she was ready to pay, and she had offered him £100, and she was able to she offered to buy that old vase in £100. Then Mr. Higgins says that is this a joke? He's not laughing now, but now he is not laughing. He's asking him that is this a joke? Are you cracking a joke on me, or are you serious? And he was serious at that time. Tom says no, it isn't a joke, Mr. Higgins. She offered me £100. Then Tom says that this is not a joke. I am telling you a real thing, that she seriously offered me £100. And now Mr. Higgins was very angry that and you didn't take it. Mr. Higgins said that you didn't take it, you didn't buy that, you didn't sell that old ugly vase to her of £100. And Tom says, well, no sir, I thought that it was worth £110. I asked for 105, but she didn't want to pay that. I didn't want to lose money, sir. And then Tom says that yes, that I haven't sold it because I thought that this old ugly vase is of £110. I asked her to pay 105 because I really do not want to make loss, so I didn't sell it for that money, sir. And then Mr. Higgins, very angry, you didn't want to lose money? You have lost nearly £100. I have sold old things for 40 years and no one has offered me £100 for an old vase, and you said no. Now Mr. Higgins was very angry. Why? Because he has been working for 40 years and he was not able to sell this old ugly vase, and Mr. Tom had got offer of £100 for this old ugly vase, and that is why Mr. Higgins was very much angry. He said that that nobody has offered me such price for this old ugly vase. You should have sold it for sure for £100 because £100 is a huge profit on that old ugly vase. So Tom says, I am very sorry, Mr. Higgins. Tom was not Tom did not know the actual price of that vase. If he had known, he would have sold it for sure. So he said that I do not know, sir. I am very much sorry, Mr. Higgins. Higgins was very much angry. He was not able to say anything, and he was very angry with Tom. So that's how your chapter ended here. Read this chapter again to get the clear understanding of this chapter. So now there is an exercise for you. We will do it later. Come here, A3 part, Tom's performance appraisal. So you have to praise the Tom's performance, how Tom has performed in this play. You have to praise him by ticking all these characters, all these qualities which are given here. So good sales assistant should possess certain attributes. Some attributes are mentioned below. Put a tick against the ones which you think Tom had. So there are these qualities of a assistant is given here. So you have to tick those qualities which you see in Tom, which you have seen in Tom, which you think that Tom have these all qualities. So now good sales assistant should be polite. So Tom is polite. Yes, Tom is polite. And then he have good product knowledge? No, we would say that he do not have a good product knowledge. Okay. Be ready to assist customer? Yes, he was ready to assist the customers. Be sincere in their duties? He was sincere in his duties. Be good negotiator? He was a negotiator. We will say that yes, he was a good negotiator. Be confident? He was not so confident, because he has to check the price all the every time when he is going to sell any product, and he was not able to sell that on the basis of his own. This question we will do later. Then come to this question, A5, life skills. Oops, I made a mistake. I have sold them all my life, but I still made mistakes, says Mr. Higgins. All human beings are fallible. All of us commit mistakes. Fallible means born to commit some mistakes. That we are born to commit mistakes. We do commit mistakes. We are not true. We are not correct all the time. Please indicate how often you react in the following manner when you realize that you have committed a mistake. So you have to react here. You have to tick. You have to indicate that how many times you have reacted like that you have made a mistake, that I had made a mistake. How many times you have said this? For example, this is first. I feel sorry and cry a lot. Sometimes when you feel sorry, you cry a lot. You have done some mistake and you feel sorry for it and you cry a lot. So see, we just tick it for sometimes we do that. Sometimes we commit some mistakes and we feel sorry and we cry a lot, because we know that our mistakes have done something bad for others, have done something loss for them. Next is, I brood over it endlessly. What does it mean? It means that you think over your mistake endlessly. You are again and again thinking about your mistake. So do you do that? Sometimes we do that. Not sometimes, often you can say that. Often we do that. Sometimes we make mistakes and we forget. We say sorry and we forget. But sometimes what happened, we made a mistake and we have said sorry, but still we are thinking about that. We are not able to forget our mistakes. So that happens, and that happens often. Okay. And then, I take it casually. Sometimes you take your mistakes very casually. You do not feel sorry for them. So it happens. It should not happen. It should never happen. But it depends on you that how you are going to mark it. So you are going to do this rest of these 2 or 3 options by own yourself. That how do you react? So you will do this on your own self. Okay. Then come here, A6. While reading the play, you must have come across a few pairs of opposite words, expressions. For example, I have marked the price behind the picture. Tom put some rings in front of them. So these are, what are these behind and in front? These are opposite words. Behind means पीछे. Okay, that I have marked the price behind the picture. Picture के पीछे. And Tom put some rings in front of them. Front means आगे. उसने उनके आगे जो है वो rings को रखा. So these are opposite words. So what is going here? 7 pairs of opposite words are hidden in grid below. Identify them and write them in a space provided. Move diagonally, vertically, horizontally to locate them. One is done for you. So what you have done, you have to do here. This is a puzzle grid for you. So here there is a pair of opposite words. For example, take and give. So this is a pair. Take and give are opposite words. Take means lena, give means dena. So this is take and this is give. So you have to find 7 more pairs like this. One I have done for you, that this is good and this is bad. Okay. So you have to write here good and bad. Likewise, you have to find out some more. Okay. There are 7 here. I have found one for you. So there are 6 pairs more here. So you can move vertically. You can move diagonally. Diagonally means like this. Okay. And then you can horizontally move horizontally. So you are also going to do this puzzle by on your own self, because you can do it very easily. You have to put lots of efforts although, but you can do this. This question you have to do on your own self, and you have to tick the questions here. Okay. Rest we will do later in our next class. I will tell you how to fill these gaps here. Okay. So read your chapter once more carefully and try to understand it.